I am beyond. Before I get into what I want to talk about, I want to give everybody ample time to get in here. I want everybody to get ample time. I'm going to post on Twitter right now that I'm live because I've done what's going on, Rob? I've done a little digging. I've done a little research. I feel like I have to because as talented as our football team is, there's no way we should be this bad. There's no way the season should have went this way for us. Let me post that I'm live on Twitter right now. I think this is gonna be a good one. We in for a good one right here, guys. How's everybody doing? Going live. The coaches owe Carson Wentz an apology. That's the tweet I'm about to put out right now. It's gonna have the link to the live stream, so you can go on Twitter. You can share that live stream right now. So, Carson, what's going on, everybody? Apology. Catch me live. Share the link. Hashtag Flyers Fly, as always. Lil Brunson back at you with the backup, you already know. Now, you know what I'm realizing right now. I'm catching on Twitter. What's going on, Melvin? What's going on? I'm about to explain. I'm about to explain it right now for the title of the video. I'm going on Twitter. I see a lot of people saying fire the training staff, fire this people, fire that. I don't think that's the answer. It got nothing to do with the medical staff. This has been a debacle from a play calling standpoint from day one. From day one of this season, this has been a debacle from a play calling standpoint from day one. Nothing to do with the training staff at all. So we're gonna get into some numbers real quick because this was brought to my attention, but I wanted to check the facts. I always check facts when somebody brings something to my attention. Luckily, I checked the facts this time because what the dude was saying wasn't all the way right, but it was very, very close. It was very, very close. So the Atlanta game, we ran the ball 27 times. As you know, we won that game. The game against the Colts, we ran the ball 35 times. As you all know, we won that game. The New York game, both games, we ran the ball 31 times, we ran the ball 29 times. As you all know, we won both of those games. We swept the Giants. The Jacksonville Jaguars game, ran the ball 28 times. We beat the Jags. The Washington Redskins game, ran the ball 33 times. We beat them. Every single one of the Philadelphia Eagles wins has been on the back of a game where you run the ball more than 25 times. Every single one of our wins, we've ran the ball more than 25 times. Now let's break into some numbers of the losses. The Carolina Panthers game, which we lost that game on a crazy comeback, being up 17 points, blowing the lead. We ran the ball 24 times, almost 25, but not 25. That's a game where you're supposed to have at least 35 rushes to run the clock out with a lead that we had. We ran the ball 24 times. We lost that game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, we ran the ball 24 times. We lost that game. Now, mind you, the Tennessee Titans game, another game we was up, went to overtime. We ran the ball 22 times. We lost that game. Now, mind you, these three losses that I'm talking about right now, all under 25 runs. Minnesota Vikings ran the ball 23 times. We also lost that game. Dallas Cowboys, the only game we ran the ball more than 25 times. Only game. We ran the ball 28 times, lost that game. Lost that game at home and didn't get a penalty against us. A legitimate loss. We have nobody to blame for that first loss against the Cowboys game. A well-balanced, legitimate loss. We got outplayed that first game. The New Orleans Saints, we ran the ball 19 times. The first loss of the season by more than 7 points. Lost that game. The Dallas Cowboys, the game we just played, we ran the ball 14 times. And we all seen what happened in that last game. We lost that game. Now, do you see the trend? Now, me, just being the guy being a guy who's not in any NFL locker room, any NFL corporate room, being a guy who's not hired by any NFL team, the statistics show that if you run the ball 25 or more times, you win the game. All of our wins have come on the back of things like that. Now, I use these statistics to say this. What's going on, Root Girl? What's going on, everybody? Why do we keep switching the game plan? Exactly. Good question. Good question, Mr. Aldrich. I use these statistics to say this. Every game we lost, we didn't run the ball 25 or more times. Carson Wentz has been getting sacked. Carson Wentz has been getting abused. Carson Wentz has been getting ragdolled. No wonder why he got a bad back. If you run the ball more in the Carolina Panthers game while you have a lead, you win the game. If you run the ball more in the Tennessee Titans game while you have a lead, you win the game. If you run the ball more in the Minnesota Vikings game, you damn sure win that game too because you keep it out of an explosive Adam Thielen's hands. Running the ball and keeping time of possession has been our bread and butter, but we got away from it. You cannot blame the medical staff. You got to blame the coaching staff. I'm going to tell you why. What's going on, Philly fan always? I'm going to tell you why you got to blame the coaching staff. You got to blame the coaching staff simply because they put Carson Wentz in harm's way. Why are we not running the ball more? Why are we not running the ball more? Knowing this guy's just coming back off an injury, knowing he can't plant, knowing he can't throw his deep ball, why are we not running the ball more? We can't blame the medical staff. You got to blame the guys that's called. You got to blame the guys who didn't see this trend. You got to blame the guys who didn't see this trend. Very easy trend to see. Very easy trend to see. You run the ball, you win the game. Why are we determined to make Carson Wentz the best passer in the world? Have a balanced attack and win the game. That's what it's about. Have a balanced attack and win the game. We don't have wide receivers crying for the ball. Why the hell will we get... You know, it confuses me. I was happy when we got Golden Tate. But now think about it. Did we need Golden Tate? We should have replaced Jay Ajayi and kept running the goddamn ball. It plays to our strengths. Carson Wentz can make every pass on the field. Carson Wentz can make every pass on the field, but running the ball plays to our strengths. It plays to the strengths of the offensive line. When you go and draft the offensive lineman, you look at what that guy can do individually. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what that guy can do individually. You say he got great individual attributes, but we need to see how he can mesh with the entire offensive line. Our offensive line has meshed together perfectly as a dominant run-blocking offensive line. And pass protection, there's only about 2 of them that's good one-on-one. We used to have 3 of them that was good one-on-one, but Peters took a step back. There's only 2 of them that's good one-on-one. They're all dominant as a unit in run blocking. Why do you think all of our screens are successful? Because these guys can get out and run. They're good at pressure. They're good at running down on the offensive line, not waiting for the offensive line to run down on them. If I can see this, how can't the coaches see this? How can't the coaches see this? You know, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating that we came back and we laid the egg in the Super Bowl, basically in a defending season. Supposed to be defending the crown way better than this. We didn't defend the crown. Now, I'm not upset. I'm not emotional about it. I'm just pointing out the facts. Now, let me read some of you guys' comments. Let's take some questions. I'm sorry, I just been talking, and a lot of comments are going up. What up, Lord Brunson? Back at you with the backers. You already know, Mel. What's good, man? What do you guys think about the blatant statistics? I mean, we all know that we should have been running the ball more, especially in different situations. But it's frustrating. It's one thing to say why we ain't running the ball, and it's one thing to see that every game we won came off of 25 runs or more. I don't see one win on this paper where we ran the ball 19 times. They had a brilliant passing day. I just don't see it. I don't see what they were trying. What were they trying to do? I don't see it. What were they trying to do? What were you trying to prove? Whoever was calling the plays, what were you trying to prove? We ain't got no wins. We ain't got no wins on here. We ain't got no wins on this paper that I see where we ran the ball like 18 times, 19, 20 times, and still won the game. That ain't how we built. Lord Brunson, bro, we should have went all in to get Le'Veon Bell. Move had to change, probably be 11-5. I think we should have went and got Le'Veon Bell too. But at this point, it don't matter who you got because we wasn't even running the ball. He wasn't even running the ball. I got a theory on how Jay Ajayi got hurt. Now I know you can mess your ACL up any given play. I think Jay Ajayi messed his ACL up from underuse. From underuse. Don't you know how you can go to the gym and you don't stretch and warm that muscle up and you just get hurt from not working that muscle in a long time? I think he tore his ACL from not being like game ready. Game ready. You know what I mean? I'm a physical guy. I do physical stuff every day. 5 days a week I'm in the gym. So I know that you got to warm up or you'll pull something. That's my theory on Jay Ajayi because he was used as a horse in Miami, doing way more physical running than he did in Philadelphia. That's what I'm saying, man. What happened to Wentz now, LB? He cracked the keyboard. He cracked he got a fractured vertebrae, I believe. So his back really is messed up. They're not saying it requires surgery for Wentz. What they're saying is some rest, it'll heal. Shut him down for the rest of the season. You got to shut Wentz down for the rest of the season at this point. The stats that I read, it would sicken me if they start running the ball more with our backup quarterback. It would sicken me. It would sicken me right now because I know we can beat almost anybody if we run the ball more. It would sicken me because if they start running the ball 30 times a game now with Nick Foles for the last couple games because they feel like the season over, I feel like we're going to win. Andrew Smith, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that $5, man. As always, everything goes into making the channel better. I appreciate you, bro. Have a shorter career. It stays on the Eagles. Foles is a better quarterback. Foles is not a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. This is the problem with Carson. This is the problem. You get Carson Wentz back. You know Carson Wentz is a special talent. You know he's unique. So what you do, you want to throw the ball and put on a show for everybody when you should be methodically moving the rock and catching the defense off guard. Because you know we were predictable. We all know Jared Goff could throw the ball, but they mix it up. They mix it up over there. You have to mix it up. There's nobody that's out here going to be one-dimensional, bro. If you're throwing the ball all the time, then you got a good running back who's great with screens. Everybody's not throwing the ball like us. No, nobody is. No protection. The protection was good. We're better at run protection, like I said. Run the ball. Listen, man, listen. Like I said, I played football. I played tight end. If you run the ball, you give your offensive lineman the chance to run out and create the contact. They get to run out and hit the defensive lineman. They get to run out and hit the guys that's blitzing in. That gets those guys tired. If you consistently calling pass plays, your offensive linemen have to be in a defensive position. So they are absorbing the contact. They are getting hit. They are getting ran on. They're getting ran down on. They are getting tired. They're getting worn down. That's how this thing works. That's why they say when you run the ball, you wear the defense down. It's true. It's true. It's true. We played to our weaknesses. We let our offensive line get ran down. Therefore, at times, we looked weak. What's up with our strength and conditioning coaches? I can't blame no strength and conditioning coaches for what? What you blaming the strength and conditioning coaches for? Did they bring somebody back early? No. It's on the play calling. Play calling goes hand in hand when protecting the quarterback just as much as his strength and conditioning. Just as much as him taking care of his own body when nobody's around. Play calling goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. Why would you play to your weaknesses? If you know every game you won in the season, you had 25 or more carries, why would you deviate from that? Especially in the Carolina game when you're up. Why would you deviate from that? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Y'all brought Wentz way too early. We brought Wentz back too early. Negative. How do we bring a man back too early who has the highest QBR? He wasn't brought back too early. The play calling was just trash this year. The play calling was trash. We brought Wentz back too early. Makes no sense. Tom Brady tore his ACL in 2008, came back, started the season. What's going on, Tito? Came back and started the season. What's going on, Joe Thomas? I didn't even know you was in here, big guy. We ain't there mentally. He's scared he got hurt. He ain't there mentally. I disagree. Dak ain't injured. He's durable. Listen. The reason why Carson Wentz is injured, in my opinion, is because they threw the ball too much. They threw the ball too much. He held on to it too much. Run the ball. Catch the defense by surprise. Don't leave him out there to be a sitting duck. Don't. He's still in his third year. Y'all want to say this and that about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz's first 40 games are being compared to Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning. His first 40 games. Peyton Manning threw 50 interceptions in his first 40 games. Carson Wentz is like at 20-something in his first 40 games. So come on, bro. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man. You guys must be new football fans. RPOs damn sure don't work when you don't run the ball. You absolutely right. We got a laundry list of problems. Also, we got a laundry list of injuries. Laundry list of problems, laundry list of injuries. It's just frustrating to me that me with the naked eye, not inside the organization, can see the trend. When you run the ball, you win. That's how the team is set up. You ever got the big name wide receivers? But if you run the ball, those wide receivers get the chance to catch you off guard with a smooth play action. We did none of that. Mike Groh has to be the worst offensive coordinator in the NFL. He has to be the worst offensive coordinator in the NFL. I'm sorry. He's the worst offensive coordinator in the NFL. The worst. Are you kidding me, bro? First off, don't bring Dak in a situation. Second, Dak don't throw. Dallas runs, which is extremely what Lord Brunson is saying. We don't do. Exactly my point. So damn clutch, you're absolutely right. The Dallas Cowboys run the ball and catch you off guard with the pass. The strength is running. They run the ball and catch you off guard with the pass. When the Dallas Cowboys decide to be cocky and start throwing the ball in the beginning of the season, they were losing. Listen, Carson Wentz right now is not he's not Drew Brees right now. He's not Tom Brady right now. He's not Aaron Rodgers right now. He has to develop into that. These guys weren't even that in their third year. He got to develop into that. So throwing him in there and making him throw the ball that many times and not trusting the run at all caused so many problems for us. I mean, we stopped running the ball in times where we saw Adams looking dominant, and we just stopped going for him. In the game against Dallas that just passed, he ran for a 24-yard run, and he ain't touched the ball for a whole quarter after that. Tell me where that makes sense. Foles and Wentz better than Dak. Foles and Wentz are better than Dak. I agree with that. Prescott has more wins. Yeah, but Prescott has more wins than who? Carson Wentz? Probably. Dak MVP or what? You tripping, man. Y'all tripping now. NFC East is ours. Dallas Cowboys fans, man. Y'all listen, when we won the NFC East, we won the Super Bowl, man. Y'all can have the NFC East. Y'all can have the NFC East. And the thing about it is y'all sitting here acting like we wasn't robbed. We're not even gonna worry about it. Y'all deep down inside know we got robbed. Y'all know we got robbed. And this is how I know the Dallas Cowboys know we got robbed in that game. Because all they're gonna say is, what about the catch rule with Dak? That shit ain't got nothing to do with us. That don't have anything to do with us. No Dallas Cowboy fan can fix their mouth to say that first play wasn't a fumble. You can't. You can't even justify it. Good. That's the good mentality, Boomer. That's the good mentality. I didn't say ribbed, drummer. I said robbed. I don't even think Dak gonna win a playoff game, man. His coaches are just trash. Fair and square? Come on, bro. That game wasn't fair and square, man. That game was not fair and square, but we're not even going to talk about that. We have to talk about, we have to address, I am empathetic for Carson Wentz. I actually feel sorry for Carson Wentz. I feel like the coaches failed him. Ain't no medical staff. What the hell the medical staff got to do with it? Can they go dig in his back and fix his fractured back? What the hell the medical staff got to do with it? The smart thing to do is to sit him down. That probably was recommended by the medical staff. The fracture can heal without surgery. Just need time and rest. If he needs time and rest, shut him down. Shut him down and run the goddamn ball. We probably can win out if you run the ball. Run the ball. Shut him down. Run the ball. Let Nick Foles catch people by surprise because Nick Foles is not mobile. Nick Foles is not as mobile as a healing Carson Wentz. Put Nick Foles out there under that fire if you want. You're gonna make Nick Foles look terrible. You know what I mean? D-Chain, one fumble. What do you say? One fumble, lost every statistical stat. Listen, bro. Y'all were crushing us by this. The Dallas Cowboys were crushing us statistically and still was only up 3 points. And still was only up 3 points. I'm just getting sick and tired of explaining to you non-football Dallas Cowboy fans who only ride in the bandwagon. Your guys were in a state of awe, in a state of shock in the beginning of the season. You was ready to hang it up. Y'all was throwing y'all Dak jerseys in the trash. Listen, man, if we get the fumble, we get points on the board, which is huge because we start slow. We were already in field goal range when we recovered the fumble that they said we didn't recover. If we jump out to a 7-0 lead, the Dallas Cowboys change the way they play that game. Everything changes. Everything changes. So don't act like one fumble, even a 3-0 lead, everything changes. When we tied the game up, y'all start throwing bombs. Y'all start throwing bombs in fear for your life in a tied game. Well, you could have ran the clock out because we wasn't stopping the run. Y'all start throwing it up to Amari in a tied game. Y'all wasn't behind. Y'all were desperate in a tied game. Imagine if you was behind. That's why the fumble was huge. 455 yards, but y'all love to skim over the two picks and one fumble by Dak. Y'all don't talk about that. 455 yards, 2 picks, 1 fumble. You don't talk about that. You don't talk about that. Or you don't talk about the fact that we got jerked out of the fumble. Y'all don't talk about that either. You know what I mean? Still won the game. You won the game. Good for you, man. So what are y'all? Listen, man. If y'all think it's a medical problem, comment medical. If you think it's a head coach problem, comment head coach. For the guys that just joined before the live stream started, I'm gonna go over these statistical numbers again because to me it's mind blowing. In the game against Atlanta, we ran the ball 27 times. In the game against Indy, we ran the ball 35 times. In both games against New York, we ran the ball 31 times and 29 times. In the game against Jacksonville, we ran the ball 28 times. In the game against Washington, we ran the ball 33 times. That's every game we won. And every game we won, we ran the ball 25 or more times. Now let's talk about the games we lost. Carolina, 24 times. We lost that game, which we should have ran the clock out. Should have ran the clock out. We were up huge. Should have ran the clock out. Shout out to you, Steve. Should have ran the clock out. Tampa Bay game, ran the ball 24 times. Tennessee game, ran the ball 22 times. Should have ran the clock out. Game went to overtime. We were up in that game too. The Minnesota Vikings game, ran the ball 23 times. Supposed to run the ball out there to keep the ball out of a hot Kirk Cousins and Adam Thielen hand. Theoretically, Dallas game, the first meeting, the only game we ran the ball over 28 times. The only game we ran the ball over 25 times, 28 times. That was a fair and square loss the first game to Dallas. We didn't even get penalized. We still found a way to lose that game. The New Orleans game ran the ball 19 times. The other Dallas game ran the ball 14 times. In every loss except one, we ran the ball under 25 times. In every loss except one, under 25 times. And every single doggone stinking win, over 25 times, we ran the ball. If I can see that stat, and that stat can be spread all around Twitter, why can't the coaching staff see how we're built to win? If I can see it, why can't they see it? Why can't they see it? I'm not blaming no medical staff for Carson Wentz's back fracture. I am blaming play calling. You know he's recovering. You know he can't plant. Why are you calling so many goddamn passing plays? Why? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? The fan base has been screaming run the ball since about week 3, and we have refused. They have refused to do it. They refused to do it. They refused to do it. They refused to do it. You know, we won the Super Bowl last year off running the ball. Why would we not do the same thing? Why are we determined to make Carson Wentz the best passing quarterback of all time? Listen, if I keep hitting you with a jab, you're going to expect it. You're going to expect it. But I'm going to keep throwing a jab. Then unexpectedly, I'm going to hit you with an uppercut. That's how the run game works. You jab, you jab, you jab. You get them scared of your jab. Then you hit them with an uppercut, which is a pass play, which is a play action play. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, bro. Listen, man, whatever I got to do to be an offensive coordinator, I'm going to do it. I promise you, I'm going to try to be an offensive coordinator for somebody. If I got to start off at the college level, if I got to start off at the high school level, the middle school level, I don't care. I don't care. I feel like I can call plays better than 80% of the offensive coordinators in the NFL. 80% of the offensive coordinators in the NFL. I feel like I can call situational plays better. Look at our situational play calling this year. It makes me cringe. It makes me cringe, man. I can't even look. I don't even want to look at any more of these games. The Carolina Panthers game makes me sick to my stomach. Oh, the Tennessee Titans game makes me sick to my stomach, to my core. To my core. The fourth downs we've ran this year makes me sick to my stomach. It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. It's almost to the point to where I don't even want to watch the Rams game. I don't want to watch the Rams game. I don't want to see Doug Peterson's face right now. I don't want to see it. I haven't watched any of his interviews. I don't know what him or Grohl has said. I don't even want to hear it because it's inexcusable. Now look at Carson Wentz, our franchise quarterback. Got a broke back, but it'll heal without surgery. Our franchise quarterback. Y'all crying over a touchdown that got called back. Y'all scored on the same drive. Bad. What on a fumble? Listen, we're not crying. We're not crying over the touchdown that got called back. But we did score on the same drive. But you know what? We have a right to gripe about that. We got a right to gripe about the touchdown that got called back by Dallas Goedert. Because if you called the touchdown the way it was supposed to be called the first time in the game, guess what's still there? More time on the clock. More time on the clock. More time on the clock. The refs jerked us, bro. Like there's no more debate about that, bro. And y'all know it. And y'all know it. And y'all know it. And y'all know it, man. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. But of course, y'all not going to give it up. I'm not expecting y'all to give it up. Be happy with your win because you know you're not winning the Super Bowl. You're not beating the Rams or you're not beating the Saints. You probably don't even win a damn game. I'm not even mad at the Dallas Cowboys. We don't even deserve to go to the Super Bowl right now. But y'all all happy. Y'all hopes are super, super high right now. And y'all going to get served. And you know who's going to be here waiting for y'all? Eagles Nation. Eagles Nation going to be here waiting for y'all. Just like the world was waiting for us on our Super Bowl run to fail. And y'all had to eat that. Y'all was sick when we raised that Lombardi. We're going to be here waiting for y'all. When yet another year passes where you don't win a Super Bowl, adding to the 20-plus years, you're going to end up having one of the longest droughts in NFL history. Yeah, then all the Dallas Cowboys fans happy Carson Wentz got injured. What type of crap is that? You happy that another man got hurt? You starving that bad for a playoff appearance? You know, but you know what? But I get it. Y'all starting to stink like the Browns. You smell like the Browns to me. Yeah, you won a long ass time ago, but in that time you ain't did nothing. You're equivalent to the Browns. You're equivalent to the Browns. You're starting to smell. You've had that dead smell for 25 years. You've been dead for 25 years. We have been on the door and knocking a lot of years in between y'all last winter. You've been stinking. You've been dead. I get why you happy. You a damn zombie on Call of Duty. You stinking. And we got the gun. And we had the gun for the majority of the 25 years. So I understand it. And it's not, and like I said, nobody's crying about the call. But if you know football, you understand why those calls were important. What about this, Dallas Cowboys fans? What about when the ref threw the flag out and said there's no foul on the play and picked the flag back up? Do you know what that did? For all you guys who claim to know sports, do you know what that did? It gave the Dallas Cowboys time to call a play. It stopped the clock. So they didn't have to use a timeout right there. While the judges were discussing what the flag was about, they already knew the play they were going to run. Sad how we got screwed. Sad, bro. Sad. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Y'all feel justified in it because the Dez Bryant catch thing. We didn't screw y'all for that. Get back at Green Bay. We didn't screw y'all for that. What's good, Daniel? What's good, bro? Cowboys fans will get served soon, Lord Brunson. Listen, man, it's already. They're not gonna get a hat like this that say Super Bowl 53. The Cowboys not gonna get that. They're not gonna get one of these new hats. Y'all gotta dig up them pissy ass starter hats. Y'all gotta dig up them old joints. Y'all gotta dig up them oldies. Y'all gotta dig up them hats that y'all can't even find no more. Y'all can't find y'all hats. Y'all can't find them. Y'all can't find them. Y'all can't find them. I'll buy any Dallas Cowboy fan right now a Christmas present if you could give me the Dallas Cowboy T-shirt from the last Super Bowl. I'll pay top shelf for it if you could show me it. If you could show me that same shirt from the Super Bowl. That shit don't exist no more. The moths done ate it. It don't exist no more. Y'all don't know where that stuff at. Cowboys always flooding the chat because they feel good. We've been in the league 20 years and went to the Super Bowl. I guarantee it won't take us 85 years. I'm not even talking about the Tennessee Titans. You don't even have a Super Bowl. What are you talking about? Look at my last video. I visited the Titan Stadium in the offseason. I visit y'all stadium in the offseason. Unimpressed. My house probably bigger than that parking lot. Nobody even goes to those games. Unimpressed. Don't get me my Bully Brunson bag. Unimpressed. Dak has heart. I agree. Dak got a little bit of heart. That's what I'm saying. The Titans talking to us. Right now, the Titans even opening their mouth to talk about anything about championships is blasphemous. It's blasphemous. But listen, Titans, take a page out of Atlanta Falcons. Take a page out of Atlanta Falcons playbook real quick. Take a page out the Falcons playbook. Shut up. Shut your candy ass up. Take a page out of the Falcons playbook. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. You can't rain on the parade because you've never been to one. Hush your mouth, man. Take a page out of them. Take a page. You know, people used to be able to say that to us, but they can't say that. Take a page out of the Atlanta Falcons playbook and shut up. And shut up. The Atlanta Falcons borrowed that page from the Panthers, who borrowed it from the Bills, who helped illustrate it from the Vikings. That page has been passed around for so many times. We used to have a copy of that page, but it don't belong to us no more. We passed that page to the Atlanta Falcons. We got our Super Bowl. No matter how it makes y'all sick. I don't care. It makes y'all sick. You ain't America's team, Dallas. You ain't America's team. I'll tell you who America's team is to keep it real. It's the Patriots. It's the Patriots. All five of theirs came when TVs was in color. The Patriots are America's team. I got more respect for the Patriots, who I know cheat, than I got for the Cowboys. 5 rings. 1 Super Bowl ring, y'all juiced up. 1 Super Bowl ring you can't take away. Just like we can't take away the fact that y'all screwed us. Funny how life works. Oh, Patriots are cheaters. This a Dallas Cowboys now claiming Patriots are cheaters, but what did y'all just do to the Eagles? You think Tate coming back to the Eagles? I hope so. I don't dislike Tate. I just think the offensive coordinator needed to go. Post that video when you said the Titans was garbage. Then we beat y'all the next day. Post it. It's posted. I don't erase videos. Buddy. I don't erase videos. So this notion of people saying Lord Brunson posts things, then he run off and hide. Where? Ain't never been the week that went past that Lord Brunson ain't never make a video. I don't hide about nothing, man. It's never been a week that went past I ain't make a video. 25 years and counting for Dallas Super Bowl drought. It's a drought. We need a new offensive coordinator. We need a new offensive coordinator yesterday. He got to go, bro. He got to go. If Mike Bro is still there next season, if Mike Bro is still there next season, we win in 7 games tops. I'm serious, bro. He's that bad. He admitted to being bad, so fire him. He admitted this. He said he don't know what to do, so fire him. We hyped for 1 Super Bowl. You know what? All these people that want to say Super Bowl flukes, the Minnesota Vikings would love to have that fluke. The Atlanta Falcons are still waiting for that fluke. The Tennessee Titans would love to be a part of a fluke. A lot of people are still waiting for that fluke season. Now it ain't a fluke. Now it's about chasing the second. This is what you don't understand. People would love to have that fluke. Would love to have that fluke. If the Falcons beat the Patriots when they had that lead, it would be a fluke because they're trash now. See how that works, but they would have loved to have that fluke. What's going on? Titans riding. Yeah, they just hate us, Lord Brunson. I already know, good fella. I already know. It ain't about the Cowboys. Because listen, man, listen. I'm not even gonna make a video about the Cowboys when they get bounced out the playoffs. I'm not even gonna make a video about the Cowboys when they lose to the Colts, most likely. I'm not even gonna do it. It don't make no sense. They try that like they playing real good football right now, but they're not champions, bro. They can't beat the Bears. I don't think they can beat the Rams, or I don't think they can beat the Saints. But who knows? They probably can beat the Saints again in the playoffs. Who knows? The Saints they probably could beat again because the Saints heart pump Kool-Aid too. Everybody going to hate on us, Philly fan, always. They got to hate on us, man. They got to hate on us. Keep doubting. I'm always going to doubt the Cowboys. Always going to doubt it. I'm always going to doubt the Cowboys. I'm always going to doubt them. Why should I not doubt the Cowboys? I'm 30 years old. In my 30 years, you ain't amount to nothing. In most of my 30 years, why should I believe this year will be any different? Why should I believe it? Why should I believe this year will be any different? You ain't done nothing in 30 years. I got more faith in the Titans, actually, than the Cowboys. Why should I believe now it should be different from y'all? Because some shit that happened before I was born, basically? I'm not worried about that. You know what else was before I was born? Gas was like 99 cents. Now it's damn near $5 a gallon in some places. So why should I even care about what happened then when I got to focus on now? And now y'all been garbage. Y'all been garbage. Ain't no hate. If y'all was good like the Patriots, I'd give it up. If y'all was good like Pittsburgh has been since I've been alive, I'd give it up. Y'all ain't been nothing. Y'all ain't been better than us since I've been watching football. That's the facts. The only team in the NFC East that has been better than the Eagles is the Giants. Because the Giants won 2 Super Bowls recently. Recent enough. Yeah, our Super Bowl highlights come in 4K, not VHS. You already know, Andrew. You already know. Thanks for the donation, boss. Didn't you just donate? Thanks for the donation, good brother. I appreciate that. You get 1 Super Bowl, you guys think you are the... No, listen, bro. We don't think we are. We don't think we that, man. We don't think we that. I'm sitting here telling you that we won a Super Bowl, and we were that last year. We were amazing last year. You can't take away the Super Bowl no matter how bad you want to. You can't take it away. We're not on that list of teams that don't got a ring, and that's important. That's important, bro. That's important. Our city touched that parade, record-breaking numbers at the parade. It's important to us. Y'all first Super Bowl was important to y'all. As a franchise and in history, no matter what them boys will always be better. Y'all will never reach 5 Super Bowls. What happened to back-to-back? Listen, it ain't about back-to-back. Back-to-back is hard to do. The new Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith got a bag. And Stephen A. Smith is more, he's right about the Cowboys more than he's wrong. So super salty, we got one. Y'all salty, we got one. Listen, man, it's gonna be a public lynching when y'all losing. It's gonna be a public lynching when y'all losing the playoffs. Your whole team probably be up for sale. I don't got no listen. Like I said, y'all first win was a clear-cut win when y'all beat us. It was a clear-cut win. The second win wasn't a clear-cut win. And if I would have bet a Dallas Cowboys fan, he wouldn't have got paid. We would have had to mix. We would have just had to get it shaken. Because I really, truly believe we were robbed. I don't pay bets like that. I don't. Everything not good with me. If we playing dice and my dice hit your foot, that ain't good. Everything ain't good. I don't play everything good. We don't care if y'all win or lose because we're Super Bowl champions. Y'all not going to win the Super Bowl, though, and y'all really know it. Y'all really know it. Y'all really know it. Stephen A. Smith said once we'll have MVP season next year. I believe he will. I believe at this point, I think we got to draft a running back, man. I think you got to fire Deuce, man. I think you got to put Deuce in that play calling position. It happens. The East has the most hated rivalry. So when the tables turn, it's going to be trash talk. Cowboys legacy. You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that. LP. Love you, Brunson. Love you too, boss. Even though I know who you is, man. Be safe. And if we make the playoffs, what's your excuse? At Lord Brunson. If you make the playoffs, what's my excuse? You're already going to make the playoffs. I don't have an excuse for that. If you win the Super Bowl, it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you it's not going to happen. You're right, good fella. We need major changes. We got to draft linebackers and DBs. Yeah, we got to take a running back too, bro. Hey, my guy, my team, man. What's going on, brother? Lord Brunson, what's good, bro? Just stopping by real quick to support the fam. Peace, family. Hey, man, nothing but love, man. Nothing but love for you. I know you don't come through often, man, but I gotta make you a moderator, man. Definitely gotta make you a moderator, man. You've been a huge supporter, man. A huge supporter, man. Take your wrench, man. Even though you don't come through, man. Take that wrench, man. Take that wrench. Hey, which Dallas Cowboys fan want a wrench? I'll give a wrench to a Dallas Cowboys fan right now. Psych, I lied. No damn wrench in here. Dallas Cowboys fans, they're going to never control nothing in this chat. I might give a Dallas Cowboys fan a wrench. I got to find a cool one, though. Y'all be hyped. Cowboys are just gambling binge for the NFL. I could see that. These refs suck. The refs do suck, Cowboys fan. I agree. Do you think you guys re-sign Tate? Cowboys legacy? I absolutely do think we re-sign Tate. I think we re-sign Tate. Hey, are you new here, Cowboys legacy? I ain't never seen you around. I don't remember that name. Dallas will be back to their choking ways. Dallas done. I think Dallas actually shot their load because they feel like they got it sewn up and they need that one more win so bad. This next win, expectations. I'm an Eagles fan if we make the wild card. Expectations if we make the wild card. Man. So if we get this last wild card spot, I think we got Dallas again. If Dallas wins the division, we get this last wild card spot. I think that will put us against Dallas. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we can advance against Dallas. I'm not even going to lie. I think we're done after that, though. You should be on that show, Speak for Yourself. I don't know what show that is. Did the refs cheat in game one? Philly didn't get one penalty called. No. In game one, Christopher Lewis, in game one, we were outplayed. We were beat fair and square. Fair and square. We even stuck to the motto. We even ran the ball over 25 times. That's the only game this season we lost where we ran the ball over 25 times. And we didn't even have a penalty against us. The Dallas Cowboys game one win, flat out deserved the win. Flat out deserved the win. It was a win. That's a win. And if I would have bet somebody on a game like that, you get your bread, you get what you deserve because that's a win. You know, it's about the second game. It's about the second game. Let's see what we got on Twitter. Stephen A. Smith trending. Why is he trending? What did he do? Stephen A. Smith, man, been on a losing streak since the Cowboys won, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. He been having it tough on TV since the Cowboys won, man. Shout out to Stephen A. though. I'm a woman from Bermuda. Love my Eagles. Oh, LP, you a woman from Bermuda. Love your Eagles. Hey, man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. All the way from Bermuda. All the way from Bermuda, huh? If you had a picture, I'll put up a wrench. I put up a wrench for you, LP. I can't give wrenches to I don't know about that. All the way from Bermuda. What time is it in Bermuda? Philly Jedi. They need to put you on ESPN, best reporter on the Eagles. Listen, man, I would love to be on ESPN. For you guys that just joined, before I get out of here, I'm gonna go over these statistics one more time, just to let you guys know why I feel like it's the coaches who got Carson hurt, and not the medical staff. Because I'm seeing a lot of people calling for the medical staff head. A lot of people. Listen, man, in the Atlanta Falcons game, we ran the ball 27 times. In the Indy game, we ran 35 times. Both New York Giants games, we ran the ball 31 times, 29 times. Jacksonville, 28. Washington, 33. Those are all our wins. In every game we've won this season, we've ran the ball 25 or more times. In the Carolina Panthers game, we run the ball 24 times, a game which we should have ran the clock out. And it's because we were up 17. In the Tampa Bay game, 24 times. Tennessee game, 22 times, a game in which we should have ran the clock out because we were up going to overtime. We blew that. We had them at like a 4th and 10. We blew that one. Minnesota game, 23 times. The Dallas Cowboys game, a legitimate victory by the Dallas Cowboys, so it don't seem like I'm hating. We ran the ball actually 28 times, not even a penalty, and we still lost. We just flat out lost that game. New Orleans, 19 times. Dallas, 14 times. Every game we run the ball under 25 times, we lost. We lost. Every game we ran the ball over 25 times, we won. So I'm going to break it down to you like this. We are 6-0 in games that we have run the ball 25 or more times. We are 0-7 in games that we have run the ball under 25 times, besides that $1 game. Absolutely embarrassing, disheartening, and pure disrespect. Everybody that sits in these game rooms, in the offensive rooms, that gets the game plan together should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves for not running the ball against a lot of these teams where we had to win in the bag. Somebody should be fired for the Carolina game. Somebody should be fired for the Tennessee game, and somebody should be fired for the Minnesota game. Those games like that where you don't run the ball when you should have costs jobs. Those games cost jobs. If I'm an owner, listen, if I was an owner, somebody would have been fired. Those games cost jobs. Y'all don't have an elite running back to run it like that. Dallas, sorry. What are you talking about? We don't have an elite running back. You don't need an elite running back. You just need to run the ball. You don't need. Listen, we have an elite run blocking offensive line, though. We have an elite run blocking offensive line. It don't make sense to say we don't have an elite running back. We don't need an elite running back. We just need to run it 25 or more times. We're 6-0 when we do it. It controls clock. It controls more than just the big breakout run. Why? Listen. Why do you think our screen passes are so deadly? Why do you think the screen is so deadly for us? Why? Because we have an athletic run blocking offensive line. That's why the screen is so deadly for us. Run the ball. Our offensive line is great at run blocking. Run the ball. Wear down the defensive line. Just sad, man. The Eagles gave up. That's it. Cowboys legend for life. I don't even know what to say about you, man. All right, Cowboys legend for life. You got it, man. You got it. Cowboys legend for life. I want your final days to be peaceful. I'm not even going to roast you right now. I want your final days to be peaceful. You deserve this because you're about 75 years old. And to see your team in the playoffs and give you hope right now is actually, I'm actually happy for you. I'm actually happy for you. You're welcome, Cowboys legend for life. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cool Cat Connor, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? I ain't never give you a wrench, Cool Cat? Cool Cat Connor. You welcome, boss. I already said you welcome. You know what I mean? A lot of people gave me a lot of flack for roasting you. Oh, why you roast the old man like that? Law Nation, you're right. Law in the building? LP, like you because Cowboys fans been quiet all while. Now you all talking. I feel you. You already know, Cool Cat, my guy. When I'm going live with Vooch or Law, I don't know, man. I hit Law up. We need to go live again because I didn't really get into some of the questions that I want to, man. But I don't know about Vooch. Vooch told me he was busy like last week or something like that. You know what I mean? Basically, Vooch curved me like a bad joint at the mall. It is what it is, though. I'm gonna hook up with Vooch sooner or later. You never roasted me. You don't have the balls to. You're easy work, son. I'm easy work. I roasted you. LB, how do you feel about the whole Wentz situation? I missed it. Oh, I'm gonna repeat this just for Bad Dog. Then I'm gonna have to get out of here. All right, Bad Dog. So the way I feel about the Wentz situation, there are stats that jumped out to me, Bad Dog, that are just simply mind blowing. In the Atlanta Falcons game, I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a broken record, but people come in and out of the chat. In the Atlanta Falcons game, we ran the ball 27 times. In the ND game, we ran the ball 35 times. Against the Giants, we ran the ball 31 and 29 times. Against Jacksonville, 28 times. Against Washington, 33 times. Bad Dog, that's all of our wins. All of our wins have come on games where we've run the ball 25 or more times. Now let's get into the losses. Now, mind you, we're 6-0 right now, Bad Dog, when we run the ball 25 or more times. So you know where this is going. When we run the ball against Carolina 24 times in a game where we should have milked the clock. We were up 17. We blew a 17-point lead. Tampa Bay 24 times. Tennessee 22 times in a game where we should have milked the clock. We were up and ended up going to overtime. We ended up losing. Minnesota 23 times in a game we should have milked the clock to keep the ball out of a dangerous Kirk Cousins and Adam Thielen. This was the time where Adam Thielen was averaging 100 yards a game. We should have ran the ball, control time of possession, and keep the ball out of their hands. We win that game. In the Dallas game, the only game we ran the ball 25 times and still lost. The first meeting against Dallas, we ran the ball 28 times, didn't even get a penalty in that game, still end up losing the game. Legitimate loss. Dallas outplayed us, outclassed us, outcoached us in that first game. New Orleans game, ran the ball 19 times. I mean, you really didn't have a choice because they blew the gates off for that one. So I guess you had to try to play catch up. In the last Dallas game, you ran the ball 14 times. Now, the trend here says that you're 6-0 if you're Philadelphia if you run the ball 25 or more times. That's what the trend says. You're 6-0. If you run the ball under 25 times, with the exception of one game against Dallas, if you run the ball under 25 times, you're 1-7. No. You're 0-7. You're 0-7 with the exception of the Dallas game. So we're undefeated when we run the ball 25 or more times. I say that to say this, Bad Dog, just to get into the meat and potatoes of your question. Carson Wentz is hurt because we didn't run the ball enough. Our offensive line is we're built as a run blocking offensive line. We're built to lean on the defensive line to wear them down and start to control the time of possession. In the last 3 years, I don't know if we led the league in time of possession, but we were up there. In the last 3 years, we were up there. Even with Chip Kelly, we was up there. You know what I mean? Why do you think our screen passes are so successful? Because we have an athletic offensive line. We do not have a good pass blocking offensive line. That's not our offensive line strong suit. Carson Wentz has been hit too many times. Carson Wentz has had 300-pound linemen jumping on his back because we've been throwing the ball way too much. It's not about the medical staff. If Carson Wentz has a broken vertebrae in his back, sit him. It doesn't require surgery. It'll heal over time. So you got to sit him. This simply falls on coaching for putting your guy in a position like this who just came back from knee surgery. If this was Carson Wentz healthy, he would have been able to avoid a lot of those sacks and a lot of that contact. Carson Wentz has not ran the ball like that this year. I wouldn't doubt Carson Wentz broke his back on that dumbass bootleg play against Dallas where he tried to scramble for a 3-yard, for like a 3rd and 3, a 4th and 3, some dumbass play call. We start winning when we ran the ball. That's what it's about, because you take the pressure off of Eli. You take the pressure off him. And I feel like this coaching staff will have to answer to everybody smart about football when they start running the ball with Nick Foles, because I believe they're going to run the ball with Nick Foles to protect him. They're going to do it. When they start running the ball to protect Nick Foles, I'm going to be livid, because you should have did it to protect your franchise quarterback. Shut him down for the rest of the year. I don't care if Nick Foles gets us to the playoffs. Don't bring Carson Wentz back. Get Carson Wentz healthy. If Nick Foles gets us to the playoffs, it's a win-win. We get to the playoffs, and Nick Foles' trade stock rises. His trade stock rises. We can get a dominant cornerback from one of these teams who need a quarterback. We can get something for him, because at the end of the day, we don't have any cap space. We're in a unique situation. We got the core guys signed up, but we got to get some young talent from somewhere. So that's how I feel, man. That's how I feel with that one, Bad Dog. Law Nation, Law, there you go, Law. Dangerous throw on the outside. They missed Trey Burton, and Ertz is still nasty, though. I don't think we really missed Trey Burton. I think, Law, to touch on that, it's not about missing Trey Burton, because with this offensive coordinator, Trey Burton wouldn't even have been as effective. Dallas Goedert is a special talent. Our offensive coordinator just has a hard-on for Zach Ertz, and he doesn't want to spread the ball around. To have Alshon Jeffries and Golden Tate on your team, and for the offense to look like that in the passing game while you're throwing the ball as much as we're throwing the ball, is criminal. It's criminal. Carson Wentz not out there throwing no ducks. Whether his back was bothering him and he still was recovering from the knee, it was zip on that ball. So you know what I mean? You throwing the ball that much, it's just the play calling. I ain't see no slants to Golden Tate. I didn't see none of the things you supposed to be doing with these receivers, man. I would go get a running back. But all right, y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. This has been an hour-long live chat. Just disappointed in the team right now. We're not going to cry over spilt milk. We're going to focus on the Rams. It might be a beheading. We might get beheaded in this game, but I just want to see effort at this point, man. I just want to see dudes come away from this game healthy. And don't be surprised if Nick Foles win this game. Because a quarterback like Nick Foles, when he ain't got nothing to lose, is dangerous, as we all know. Low Brunson back at you with the back at you. Take them stats. Tell me what you think. And I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. You got here late too, Law.